In the building, cause we on. Hallelujah, what's this feeling? Cause we on. Cause we on. Cause we on. Don't you care to tell us nothing? Cause we on. Fresh stop in the building, cause we on. Hallelujah, what's this feeling? Cause we on. Cause we on. Cause we on. Greetings and phenomenal welcome to all geeks and fans. You're now listening to Spectacularly Great Radio, brought to you in part by Famous Radio Live, and we're so honored to have you here. I'm your host, Andre Brown, and we're super excited to review movies, TV shows, comics, and all that geek fun. Yes. So this is a special episode because I know normally it's every other Sunday. I know we have missed the other one. Being family stuff going on, and of course, you know, we're not going to be here next Sunday. Of course, it's Thanksgiving weekend, so studio will be closed. Everybody's going to be with their families, so we want to make sure we jump in. We have a packed episode this time frame, so we're definitely going to try to make sure we minimize our answers to try to get through everything that we have on this list. So I, of course, as in the introduction, I say I'm Andre. Of course, you know, you can find me, Spectacularly Radio, Spectacularly Comics LLC. Spectacularly Radio is a branch off for Spectacularly Comics. And we'll go around the table. You know, I say, everybody part of the crew here, just three of us today. So we're going to, maximize, our time frame here. I'm going to go ahead and start over here to Steve. Go ahead and introduce yourself, let everybody know where you at and all that stuff.
It was good. You already know what time it is. You know who it is. It's your boy, Stephen Jackson, a.k.a. Big Jacks. You know what I'm saying? AKA, War Major, AKA Benji. Yeah, man.
Melinda's got some words for you.
The myth, the legend, in the flesh. You dig? Yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be back. See my bros. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. 100.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. Melendez Robinson. You can find me. Spectacular Radio every other Sunday, the following Monday on YouTube. You can find me on Snapchat. I don't do social media, but you can find me over here. They call me Will Am I? There's Big Bang over here. You know what I mean? Mr. Stewart. Magnanimous.
So we're definitely glad, so I'm definitely glad to do this, show with you guys. It was always, definitely an honor. There's a lot of things that we're trying to accomplish. And I know for a lot of people who are following us on Spectacularly Comics and just trying to see, everything that we have going on. So I step in one of the Spectacularly projects. I want to break down a little bit for a second as well, because yes, we are working. Also, it's in the early stages. We're working on a children's book as well, so we do have that coming. It's going to be a while for that.
We love the kids.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a little bit of time frame, but I just wanted to make that announcement that we are working on a children's book, and we're ironing out the details for the contract and things of that nature. But I also want to let everybody know. So, I know you haven't seen much of what we have coming out, mainly because we've been trying to make sure that shoot dates taken care of properly. The cast and crew for all 5 shows that we have in full production right now are taken care of and ironed out and given the proper treatment. Also, for the fact that, of course, when we actually do shoot these things, we have definitely like professional editing, using all of our resources, and of course, we had to push Spectacular Con. So right now we're in a developing stage as far as making sure that we have premium quality product that's actually going to come out. So yes, we may have to have pushed a lot of different elements of things that were in production, but at the same point in time, it's going to be well worth it in 2024, I believe, because we no longer or even want to be in the business of putting out subpar product. Even with the shows that we do have on YouTube now, we're definitely proud of our work, but at the same point in time, we know it could be better. We know, okay, we need to work on the sound better. We need to work on this better. We need to shoot this better. So instead of us trying to crank out a whole bunch of stuff, there's no point in rushing to do that. We want to make sure we're putting out a quality product that people can really enjoy. So when we actually are renting out the theaters for the episodes for the first time, and we don't want to be like, oh man, that's going to look janky or that's going to look weird. We want, the actors and the actresses to be proud of the work that they're showing to family and friends. Especially it's going to be on a big theater for the first time, if that makes sense. Is there anything that either one of y'all want to add to that?
yes, when we premiered at the theater, I not only ask and request it, but almost demand the red carpet treatment for me and the squad.
Yeah. Support that.
For the squad, bro.
For the squad.
For the squad.
Yeah. I mean, because we've accomplished a lot of goals. So, like, to be honest with you, it's not us being arrogant, because there's a lot of things that we're working on and trying to be better at, you know what I'm saying? And even with marketing, we're
confidence, not arrogance.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're working on getting a better marketing team for 2024, so that way we can be able to do that a lot better. But at the same point in time, like at this point, there's no point of us rushing anything, because we've accomplished a lot. What a lot of comic book companies are. We are the first cinematic universe in Virginia. We have shows on YouTube. We actually have comic books. We have a dramatic podcast that's up there, and we're working on, the stage play aspect. We got the children's book that's in production. We're working on a novel. So it's like we've already,
We're working on a video game too.
Oh yeah. So it's like
in my line of action figures.
So
it's action figures. We doing it big over there.
So it's at this point now, it's just about taking what we have and now upping up the scale to get product and make it more cinematic in a premium way, in a regal way, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
why not an AMC way?
Like that.
Yeah,
you said regal, so why not an AMC way?
I'm using the word regal. Funny. All right, guys. So we'll just keep you updated with everything and all the updates that's coming up in 2024. Let's go ahead and jump, because we got a lot to cover. So let's go ahead and start with segment 2, Movie Corner. Topic 1, the Marvels. Did you see that, Steven? The Marvels.
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. So I'm the only one
that an excuse, because my son had to flip a coin and he said Hunger Games.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, actually, to be honest with you, we could kind of tag team, because I was going to try to see if we could review that too, but we had so many topics that I was
just review the movie Thanksgiving.
We're all going to be with our family for Thanksgiving. We're not doing the show.
I mean, the movie came out
this Thanksgiving.
No, it came out this week.
Yeah, the movie did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I watched it. You guys aren't going to review that?
So the Hunger Games?
No, Thanksgiving.
What is that?
The movie Thanksgiving?
Oh, I thought he said, "Well, would you review the movie?"
No, I said, "Why don't we review the movie Thanksgiving?"
Okay,
I was just like,
so you saw that?
How am I lost?
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. So, and then that way people can, I'm gonna put this in the notes as well, so people can see it when they click the drop down. So we're all gonna each review one of the movies. So Melendez is gonna review Thanksgiving. Steven's going to review the new Hunger Games, and I'm going to review the Marvels. So let's go ahead and start.
Only so we one of us had to suffer.
I'm funny. So topic 1. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I read the info here. Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, has reclaimed her identity from the tyrannical Kree and taken revenge on the Supreme Intelligence. However, unintended consequences see her shouldering the burden of a destabilized universe when her duties send her to an anomalous wormhole linked to the Kree revolutionary. Her powers become entangled with 2 other superheroes to form the Marvels. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the movie itself. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh my God, what in the world? It wasn't that level either, but it was decent. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things I am hating is, all these people who are these butthurt guys who don't have confidence in themselves. I'm sorry, saying the limp dick people, like, chill out, bro. It's an all girl cast. So many girls. Shut up, man. Look, just calm down, bro. It's not that serious. Y'all trying to make it as bad, bro. It's not, like I said, I'm not saying it's extraordinary, but stop it. It's not that bad. There are a couple of little plot holes, and one of the things I did notice as well is that it was shorter, that it should have been a little bit longer, because a lot of the scenes couldn't breathe. Like, I really wanted to maximize their chemistry, because all 3 of them together were awesome, especially the young girl that plays Miss Marvel, the little younger, I think she's Pakistan or Indian,
something like that. Miss Kamala Khan.
Yeah. I want to make sure I respect the culture and stuff like that. But she steals the show. I mean, basically, it's about her.
That is one thing I heard from all the reviews, good and bad. The one highlight is that she's the one that stands out the most.
Exactly.
She's the comic relief.
Yeah.
Well, not even so much the comic relief, because I think so. From what I've heard, it's like she was a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe before she became an actress within the universe.
So
she's kind of like her character, because her character is a fan of Captain Marvel. Now she's gonna now an adventure with Captain Marvel. So I think that just translates well with her real life enthusiasm.
It really, you see it. And then when they was trying to learn and trying to figure out how to deal with their entangled powers, and they did jump rope and other stuff. It was like one of those montages back in the 90s, but it was actually done in a very spectacular way. I really like that. I forgot the black actress. She plays Photon. She did a great job as well. Of course, she was
in Wanda.
Yeah, she was in WandaVision. Yeah. So yeah, you'll be able to see that and stuff like that. I am going to kind of dip into the spoilers aspect. So, but the mid-credit scene kind of explains how they're going to do the X-Men, because she actually ends up there's a breach. Yeah, there's a breach in reality. So, and she ends up going on the other side. I really wish they could explain that a little bit better, because of the fact that she could have been on our side and doing it and closed it. But I mean, whatever. So I guess they needed an excuse for her to wake up in the next reality, and then you saw Beast, of course, and then of course that's where the which I was hoping that they were going to do that, because to be honest with you, I love the X-Men a lot, and I respect and love Kevin Feige, but I was just like, bro, don't shove my characters in an already convoluted, filled up universe. It's like, oh, by the way, here's the X-Men. It's like, bro, it's already all these other heroes. Now you trying to add another 200, because X-Men is like 200 something characters. Yeah. Let's shove another 200, bro. I was like, bro, I don't know how they're going to do that, but breaching reality, having them be in another reality, that was awesome. I did like that. But as far, and the ending was okay. The villain, not forgettable. I mean, forgettable. I mean, is she? I don't even know her name. Be honest with you.
I heard that with her character specifically, that they were going to use Ronan the Accuser, but then they forgot they had killed him, so they put this other person in his place, because they were like, I mean, because from what I've heard, like, she's pretty much like Ronan the Accuser, something not as funny or cool.
Like, yeah. Oh no, Ronan Accuser was way better.
Yeah, but they have the same hammer though.
Yeah, which is crazy. And then I've heard a lot of podcasters talk about the misleading deception of Disney, saying that, like, when Thanos said that line of somebody's going to in the trailer, like somebody's always going to carry out my work. That was a misconception. I don't like that. Disney should take that out, because it had nothing to do with Thanos. Nothing came up about it. It was literally just about the Kree. So you trying to do that to bring people to be able to sell more tickets. And
I think they did the same thing with the end credits scene, because I don't think that X-Men end credits scene would have been there originally if they weren't worried about bringing people in, because it's kind of the same thing they did for the first Marvel movie. That's why they released it like right before Endgame, because they're like, now we're gonna trick people thinking they have to see this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for the ending of it, the mid-credit scene for that. But I mean, it was, to me, it was good that they did do Captain Marvel before Endgame, because now it gave more levity. Because if she would have just popped up at Endgame, you would have just been like, oh,
who the hell is this? Why?
Yeah,
what,
and
when?
then yeah. And I hate when people keep giving Brie Larson a hard time with her character. I'm sorry. Talk to her when you actually have an Academy Award, because she actually does have one. So leave her alone, please.
Well, I'll say this, because I've liked Brie Larson as an actress since Scott Pilgrim. That was my first introduction to her. And he's correct. I mean, she does have an Academy Award, and she is a good actress. I don't know whether it's whoever's giving her direction or just the words that she has to read when they write the scripts. I just don't think that she makes a good Captain Marvel, at least from the first movie. I can't really anything on the second one since I haven't seen it, but from the first one, I don't know. It didn't look like anyone had fun on the first movie per se.
Yeah, it was kind of,
I feel like kind of rushed a little bit. They tried to fill a gap.
Well, not even just rushed, but it just seemed like everyone was like there for a paycheck, like they've been on set all day.
Actually,
you know what I mean? Everyone seemed fatigued. Like,
oh yeah, and then come to find out that this movie was supposed to come out before Secret Invasion. So everybody was like, "Why Nick Fury acting like this? Like nothing happened in Secret Invasion." I went, well, then we found out that actually technically Secret Invasion was supposed. The whole timeline thing I messed up because of COVID, then strikes, all that stuff got jacked up. So,
well, it's just like the Black Widow movie. We finally get one like after she's dead.
Endgame, like,
yeah,
I think that's purpose.
So yeah, and stop, and people stop whining about her being, oh, she's the strongest, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, she's Captain Marvel. We know her powers, this and the third. Now, I will debate anyone though that I feel like Thor, and I'm talking about we're literally just talking about the cinematic universe. Don't even get into comics. That's a whole nother thing.
Because I was about to say God Emperor Doom, don't play with me.
Yeah. I mean, then of course you get into the parts of like Warbreaker, Hulk, and all this stuff. But in the cinematic universe, of course, now Hulk isn't as powerful as he normally would be. And then of course and then of course in Infinity War, I always refer to Thor, him taking that energy straight from actual dying son. I mean, like, it's a dying star, whatever. And I'm like, everybody's like, oh, this is like, bro, that's not no easy feat. And he still, I mean, he almost died, but he was still alive.
Yeah.
And then he came through the wormhole. And then at the same point in time, Thanos had 5 stones. I keep trying to tell people this. He shot the energy of 5 stones at Thor. Thor took Stonebreaker, like
slashed right through that thing.
Like if you took butter and you were just cutting it, he literally just cut through it and went into his chest. Come on, bro. Like literally. Anyway,
wait, hold on. You want to know who's the strongest in the cinematic universe, though? Loki.
Yeah.
Are you talking about because of what happened?
We haven't got
we are
there
going to talk about.
Yes.
I don't know. I still think Thor
do that.
Nah, I can see Thor doing that, but we'll talk about it. But anyway, all right. So that's my impression. So if I was doing the stars, how many stars? I would say 3.5. It's like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's an okay movie. Stop making it worse than what it is, though. It's not trash. Love and Thunder. It's not that. So sorry. It could have been better. They should have let it breathe. You know what? To be honest with you, I probably would have given it a 4 if they added an extra 20 minutes. This actually needed more time to fill the scenes. You needed to like the main villain. You didn't really feel her impact. We didn't feel like certain things that happened to the planets they were on. Planets were getting destroyed. And you're like, oh my god! And especially the second one, and you didn't even get no time. It was like, oh, we're out. And it's just like, well, didn't that planet just get destroyed? It didn't have time to breathe. Let it breathe. I feel like that's what the main issue was. It wasn't really necessarily the script. It could have been script, could have been better though. It wasn't the acting. All 3 girls did a phenomenal job, and all of them, definitely beautiful and everything like that. That's not the issue. The issue is the main issue to me is letting the movie breathe. That was my main issue. So we're gonna go ahead and move from the Marvels over to Hunger Games. Go ahead and talk. So he saw the new Hunger Games. I wanted to see it. I wanted to review it, but I didn't get a chance to go check it out. I know Melendez didn't get a chance to check it out, but we're gonna go ahead and pass it on to Stephen. Go ahead. Talk about Hunger Games.
Yeah. Whack.
What?
I fell asleep 3 times in that movie.
Wow.
No, but the reason it was whack because you kind of already know it's just Snow's backstory, how he became who he was. And it's like, I mean, I know it's nothing new under the sun, but it's like the same premise. He gets banished. His best friend had killed.
Is that the Ziegler? Is that Rachel Ziegler, the girl?
No.
Is that who you fell in love with, right?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. This is the mantra I'm tired of, bro. Every single person, man, changed because of a love of a damn woman, yo. Thanos, him, is like, I mean, Spider-Man.
Name a dude in real life who hasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
For better or for worse.
Damn, though, like he couldn't just. I'd rather like something happened to him, like somebody killed his parents. He just
or someone told him he wasn't good enough for art school.
That's funny.
We're gonna leave that one out of it.
Something, but it was like, but I don't. But it left because I'm still trying to bind them all together. But the shorty didn't die though; she just disappeared.
You talking about the Ziegler character, the old girl?
The shorty was was Lena Gray, something like that. I forgot her name.
No, but I'm talking about Rachel Ziegler. She was in the West Side Story. That's what we're talking about. She's the main lead, right? Yeah, the one he fell in love with.
Yeah, but I'm saying her name in the
in the thing. Okay.
Some Gray. I forgot.
Oh, but so she didn't die. She just disappeared.
Yeah, like
she ran off on the plane.
Oh, that's probably. Yeah. Oh, they trying to make a second one. Oh,
yeah. But I'm like, okay, so
probably gonna make a trilogy. You know they are.
Of course, they gonna milk it. They gonna milk
trilogy.
But here's the deal, like,
where have I heard that bad idea before?
This is like, I mean, it was just stupid boring to me, yo.
Well, how was that acting?
I mean, like, all the Hunger Games fans still go watch it. Don't take my word for it. Y'all still fans. I don't want no smoke with y'all. But I fell asleep like 3 times because it's like I kind of already knew how it was going.
Oh, well, I heard Viola Davis did a great job.
Oh, phenomenal! Her character.
How was the acting? All of it.
Okay, here's the deal. Acting, great, but it's like you could kind of just because I'm so involved with moving and looking, I kind of see how it all played out.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Kind of like with Loki.
You see the formulas and where they're going, like the patterns.
Yeah, so it's like I already know the end of the movie, like about 45 minutes in. I still got another hour and 15 minutes to go. So it's like, they try to make him die, right? I'm like, it's Snow.
Yeah, he's not gonna die. It's a prequel, so we already know he lives.
You know he lives. So because like everybody else got bit by this poisonous snake. Well, it was like a multitude of them, but the one is so poisonous that it kills. It can kill you.
That's crazy.
He get bit by one. He's like, I'm so strong. Kill me. And he makes it. And then the dude's like, how's the snake bite? Oh, nothing I can't get over. Like, okay. But then he which I wish they didn't because his character was so good. My guy from Game of Thrones.
Which one? Peter Dinklage?
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that's
bro.
Peter, yeah.
What was this? What is this? I saw that, right? What is this?
That's funny.
His character was so great. I wish they would have expanded it towards the Hunger Games.
Like up here?
Yeah, like up here. You know what I mean? Because he was down here. You know what I'm saying?
Did he die or no?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Snake bite?
That makes sense.
But no.
Did he die on the toilet?
The bird.
No, I think he drowned.
The songbird.
Oh shit!
Carried him off. Nah, check it though.
We're so disrespectful. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The way he killed them was through morphine.
He OD'd?
No. He put some in his morphine because his best friend was taking morphine too. So it was like, this is the same premise. This is Snow. This is what he does because he killed old boy in Hunger Games with the poison when he was eating food.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
like,
that. It's been a minute.
He's
Yeah.
dead because you can kind of tell when something is going to be used, how the camera angle is.
Yeah, they foreshadow it by a zoom in.
It's like so if your drink is poisonous, right? They'll have a close up of the cup, and then that's the same.
Yep.
And then you'll see me
into
sipping,
it,
and then it'll fill in on me sipping.
Yeah. So when he found his homeboy who he let die, he held up the morphine. I'm like, man, he gonna use that to kill old boy. And of course, first thing dude say, he's like, yeah, I used to take morphine in the morning to get rid of the pain. I'm like, this is all his stuff. Boom. So he saw the morphine, took it, he out of here. Like, that's typical Snow, but it shows you that at a young age, he was cynical then. He was only like 19, 20 doing this.
That's crazy.
Now think about it now. He's 18, 19 years old.
The streets need a body.
Plotting,
that's crazy.
Killing in gangster at 19.
That's crazy.
And then he dies at like 60, 70 something years old. So like, look, I'm just thinking like the time frame of all this just evilness that is in this man's heart for like 50 years. Just diabolical, just crazy. But
that's crazy.
I don't have sympathy for him because
we know who he's gonna become.
No, even if I knew he was gonna become, I wanted a story sad enough to make me forgive him.
I'll give him humanity. Be like, all right, it's messed up what you did, but I kind of understand where you fell off at.
Exactly. To me, they didn't give me that because it was like he was always just. They tried to make him seem like he was already privileged. Okay, but he kind of like had a good heart because he started off as a trainer, like old boy. Woody Harrelson's character was.
Okay, he was a mentor.
So he started off as that. But the only reason he was really felt for the girl because he was infatuated with her. If you weren't infatuated with her, would have saved her? And that's one of the questions that Viola Davis' character asked him. So he does that. He's like, of course he want to be with her. That's why he going through all and he cheated and they found out that he cheated, whatever. So that's when they banished him, put him in the military. And I'm like, that's probably what's the worst things you could do with a mind like that.
Yeah, because now you keep him out of sight and he don't know what he's gonna be up to now.
And then you're training him to be a killer.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
You understand? He's already
wasn't he already a killer before that?
But no, but it's the thing though, like you're teaching him mechanics of military evasion, double agent, show him how to use the guns and everything. Like y'all creating this monster, and then the messed up part about it, he don't even use none of that to get his victims. He's doing chemical warfare.
Yep, that's y'all crazy.
You understand? So the brilliance about that, cool, but it's like the reason it was born in me because like I already seen it transpire. I already knew it was popping in 45 minutes. How it was going to end. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like the other montage. what, do you trust me? Because him and her, they kind of escape, right? So, Romeo and Juliet, we escape together. So they escape to the little cabin, and then he finds the guns or whatever. But then he's like, well, I'm gonna go get some fish. It's like she's trying to slowly escape. I'm like, and the first thing he's like, well, do you trust me? He's getting a gun together. Do you trust me, Annagray? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I'm like, yo, he gone, and then he goes outside, can't find her. Hey, where are you, bro? She gone. He trying to, but she knew that he. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was like, have you seen Ozark?
Bits and pieces.
Well, when the old couple, when they kind of was like at the end before they tried to kill each other, it was kind of like that. Like,
oh, okay,
I love you, and talking all this reminiscence, but she's putting cyanide in his coffee, and he's loading up his gun. So they plotting to kill each other in the woods, but she gets him first, though.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that on with them. But
Gotcha.
all in all, around, it shows you where Snow came from. It may be a sequel because old girl just disappeared. There's no trace of her.
So how many stars? I mean, out of 5?
For the Hunger Game people, I give it like a 3.54. For me, I'm gonna give it like a 1-2.
Okay, I got you.
The only reason I say that because, like in the Hunger Games, the right with Sparrow and all that, I came in blind, so I just let the movie play for what it was. I didn't know what was going to happen next. I didn't know what was going on because I know about the books, but I never seen cinematically. But for this, it was like, I guess I was kind of biased. I already know, okay, Snow's not going to die regardless of what turmoil he goes through. It's his prequel. So then it's like the stuff that came with it. It's like, yo, okay, he's going to, it's like I just seen it before that happened. And it kind of took the suspense from me.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So in that aspect, but as far as the acting and stuff going, how they got everything, brilliant. Viola Davis played her part. She should get an award for this because the only time I ever seen her that evil was in How to Get Away with Murder.
Mm-hmm.
And she was
Annalise.
It's crazy.
She was really brilliant, good in this. So yeah, for the fans, just for the overall movie, I'll give it 3.54. For me, I'll give it like a 2.
All right, so let's kind of blaze through. So go ahead and talk about Thanksgiving real quick. We're gonna try to go ahead and get through these topics and stuff.
All right. So the movie Thanksgiving is pretty good if you like slasher films and if you're a fan of like Eli Roth and Quentin Tarantino Grindhouse horror.
Mm-hmm.
It actually was had a trailer for this movie back in their last double feature because it was one of those fake movies that was playing in the background. Just what's the other
like
one?
Easter egg. Kind of like Easter egg.
Yeah,
okay.
Because it was like this is like the second fake movie that was like they made that was a trailer in another movie.
We talking about like the Friday Nights at Freddy thing?
No, we're talking about Thanksgiving. So
no. You said it was shown in another movie. What was the movie?
Yeah, it was an old. It was like the Grindhouse film, like Death Proof and the Planet Terror. Okay. One of the characters were watching a TV show in there, and there's like a trailer, or whatever. But yeah, so it's pretty good if you're a fan of like those writers and directors. You like it. If you guys like Scream, I definitely recommend watching this. It's not all right. So it's on par with like the first Scream, and I would even say with like the last one that just aired because I like both of those. So yeah, keep it short, sweet, and simple. The horror is good, the action's good. Not over the top with like gore, but it is satisfying. And no, actually no. I actually went through the whole movie and I could count on one hand, 0 jump scares.
Word.
There ain't no peekaboo, ain't none of that. Like you actually get to see everything and like everything's set up nice. And it's a fun little like who done it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I give it for like the casual horror fans, I probably give it like a 3.5. And then if you're like a real horror fan, then yeah, definitely like a 4.5.
That's what's up. So definitely check out our reviews and check out movies. I'm saying a lot to go on because Thanksgiving coming up. So let's go ahead and jump to the official topic. Next topic, Inside Out 2 trailer review. So we're just going to kind of go through some of these trailer review info. An all new adventure inside Riley's teenage head, featuring a new set of emotions. Disney and Pixar's Inside Out 2 releases exclusively in theaters on June 14, 2024. Did y'all get a chance to see the trailer?
I just heard the news about it, but I didn't actually watch the trailer. I didn't know they had a trailer debut.
Yeah, the trailer. It's not even that long. We saw
like
what
a
anxiety looks like. We saw that, but then she was like, "Yeah, we just need to find space to move in because now, so because of course we all seen Inside Out. We got kids, so you're the original crew, of course. You got joy, anger, sadness, all of them. So they were all asleep, chilling or whatever, and all of a sudden it was like dun dun. The construction, the ones that we love, that be like, remember the scene where they was like kept replaying that bubble thing when they was out there, they was like, they kept laughing, and they was like, "Can you stop doing that?" They was like, "No, it was them." They came, but they was like, "Yo," they bust through the glasses, like, "Well, time to redo," and just what? They was like going through the show. They was like, "Yo, what you doing? We sleep." They redid the whole room, and they got a whole new panel set. And they was like, "All right, see y'all later." And they just straight up left. Joy was like, "All right, bet." So they was like, "So what the heck?" They got new functions. They're like, "I don't even know how to work this thing." And then it was like, "Why is it orange?" All of a sudden, you see the finger come off, and she was like, "I'm sorry, I'm anxiety, such and such and such." She was like, "Yeah, we just need to find place, the space for our rooms." And it was like, "What do you mean?" They were like, "For we here or something." They was like, "We," and then literally cut the inside out too. So we don't know what the other emotions look like. We don't know what they are. But now she is a teenager because she said, "They're like, happy birthday."
Anxiety, fear, love.
But we got fear.
Oh yeah,
probably love. Oh yeah. Oh, they were saying that. They was trying to figure out
depression.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, but they was trying to figure out another
sadness though.
So what would you call? Because it was a conversation I saw online. They was like, "Yeah, so she is gonna be 13. So what's the ocean called horny?"
Oh no,
but they're not gonna call it that. But compassion or
no, they're gonna call it passion.
Yeah, or urge or something. Yeah,
amorous.
But come on, I mean, but we gotta get realistic. It gotta be one. I mean, she is a girl. She's going through changes, so we see how that plays out, but yeah, I mean,
well, if that's the case, are they gonna have one for when because I'm not gonna say it, but we're all thinking it since you said the word puberty, or is there gonna be an emotion for what I'm saying for the other thing?
Oh, I mean, actually,
intimacy.
No, not that part.
You're talking about
the other thing,
period.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. They want to offend nobody.
But here's the thing, though.
Like the crazy behind it. I didn't say crazy, but the thing behind it.
But here's the thing, though. They need to explain to me this. Here's the thing, though. That's gonna throw me off. So you're giving us new emotions, all this stuff. So wait a minute. So she's a teenager. So why didn't we see those in the adults?
You know why? Because it's a kid movie and it's none of our business. We don't really need to see dad looking at mom in the kitchen talking about, "Hey, horny." Horny, I'm home.
All right, let's go to the next topic. The Legend of Zelda live action movie announcement. Movie was formally announced in 2018, was supposed to release in 2023. A film based on the legendary Zelda was announced on November 7th, 2023. So this is now, this was floating about in 2018, but it wasn't anything definitive. You know what I think, though? They were probably waiting for that Super Mario movie to see what it was going to do before they actually announced this. I mean, as far as like actually greenlighting it. So it was a script probably ran around. It wasn't
even live action.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that Nintendo's been very leery about doing production since the bomb, a serious bomb of the live action Super Mario Brothers years ago.
What do you mean bomb? The movie was phenomenal, fantastic. Won Oscars, Academy Awards. We fucking know it.
Okay.
Listen.
I'm in the wrong universe, apparently.
I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I was actually waiting for the part 2 of it because of the end credit scene.
I'm not gonna lie.
We talking about the animated Super Mario Brothers?
No, I'm talking about the live action one. That was
okay. I love you too, brother.
Bro,
anyway,
I enjoyed the hell out of them Goombas. Yo,
I won't lie, they freaked me out. But some of the scenes with the dinosaurs were kind of gross. I was like, this mucus trap. I was like, ew.
The animated Super Mario Brothers was 80 times better than the live action. Sorry.
I didn't have John Leguizamo.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
the Hispanic goat.
I appreciate you. Anyway,
I enjoyed it as a child.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I mean, because at the same point in time, that's the reason why it took them almost 20 years to do another movie. So anyway, with Wes Ball set to direct and Avia Arid to co-produce alongside series creator Shungu.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. If everybody need to know who that director is, he did direct the Maze Runner movies. So, like, some people, I'm like, I like the Maze Runner. I thought the Maze Runner pretty decent. I'm not saying it's not exceptional, like, you know, daggone, I don't know.
It's an art house tour de force.
Yeah, Minority Report or something like that. We trying to put it on some type of level of action, but I mean, it was decent. I mean, it was decent. So I have faith. Huh?
Are they casted up with it?
No, they're not yet. No.
Actually, the movie Minority Report bored me.
What?
Yeah, actually,
one.
It's only one. It's the one with Steven Spielberg directed it.
Tom Cruise, the precogs.
I'm tripping. I'm thinking about
Robot.
No.
Mission Impossible.
No. Arnold Schwarzenegger did the first one. Then
oh, you're thinking about Total Recall. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's something completely different. Yeah. But yeah. So how do y'all feel about this? The Zelda announcement. I mean, we should have known it was coming, especially when we saw the success of Super Mario Brothers.
If Orlando Bloom ain't playing Zelda, I don't know.
First of all, his ass is too old.
You mean Link? You mean Link?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna correct his ignorance.
Yeah.
But
look.
Thank you.
I was just gonna let the internet do it in the
Link.
But nah, man. Like, honestly, I'm gonna just reserve all judgment because, like, live action video game movies, man. Like, even if it's Nintendo doing it, like, I don't know. You know, it's like a 50-50. They're either gonna butcher it. Gonna be some bullshit, or they're gonna be like, all right, we have all the story here.
Sonic was okay.
Yeah, Sonic was. I mean, I like it. It's decent, but no. What gives me faith?
Cartoon to live.
No, what gives me faith is the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Well, yeah,
that had no business being as good as it did. Them trailers made it. No, because the trailers. I'm talking about the marketing.
No,
when I saw the trailers, I was like, "Oh, well, this time about to be trash. This about to be horrible." And then we saw the. I was like, "Yo, this sucking so good." But go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, nah, but I was gonna say, like, and another thing that it either increased my excitement or decrease it, who they cast for Link, Zelda, and depending on what storyline they're going with, they're going like with like Ocarina of Time or one of those OG storylines. Right. Who are they gonna cast as Ganon?
That's true. So we're gonna be keeping an eye out for the casting at this point and see what's going on. Let's jump to the next topic. Pedro Pascal. Now, okay, so there is conflicting reports. There's reports saying that he's been offered, he does not accept. And then there are some that's saying that he's already been casted, but we're going to say for now, we're going to say, like, I guess, pretty much in the lock-in to play as Reed Richards. Let me read the info. Pedro Pascal will be able to shoot The Last of Us Season 2, Gladiator 2, which I forgot was coming, and Zach Krieger's Weapons. I got to check to see what that is. On top of starring as Reed Richards in Fantastic Four, after months of speculation over who might play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four, the wait may finally be over. While a deal is far from done, sources tell Deadline that's not a, Gus's whatever.
I thought they was going with my man though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They said deals ain't done.
The one that played in Doctor Strange.
Which one?
You talking about John Krasinski?
Oh yeah.
Well, hold on, let me finish the rest of it. So hold on, like fan thing. Three-time winning nominee. Yeah, of course. Pedro Pascal talks to play the leader for the iconic superhero team. So I know that was a fan casting. They did that because it was a different world. Here, this is what I'm going to say. I love Pedro. That's my dude. He did a great job in Last of Us. He did. I mean, a lot of stuff he's in. He did a phenomenal job at Equalizer 2. But here's my thing.
He did, but he was a little goofy in that one towards the end.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we see him. That's exactly what I'm saying. So Reed Richards is a nerd. He's a geek, but he's super hyper intelligent, and he's more like, it took him the longest time to ask out Invincible woman. I mean, like they had a little relationship here and there, this and the third, but a lot of the relationship, even though a lot of people don't like the movies, but that's kind of how like it was in the comics. Yeah. But Invincible woman led a lot of it. So I had to speak up about a lot of stuff because he's socially awkward,
timid.
Well,
Pedro
he's socially awkward, but also like he thinks his priorities are always wrong in the comic books because like they could be like sitting at a dinner table, kind of like how we are now. They're all talking about their day and like whatever happened. And he's just thinking it was like, did I leave my quantum machine on?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm saying like time space continuum type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. What I'm saying is that I'm sorry. I know acting is acting, but when I look at Pedro, I look at him as more of either a brute or more of a comedic
He's too
element.
cool
He's
for
more of a
Reed
thing,
Richards.
though.
Yeah.
He's
Something
more
like
playing
that.
a
I
thing.
don't see him being the smartest guy in the room. Not saying he can't be,
Right.
but what I'm saying as far as the way to look.
So who would you cast for Reed Richards then?
I like some of the choices they were thinking about. Maybe Adam Driver. I could see him doing that or something like that. I'm talking about if they was like, oh, either it's Adam Driver or Pedro Pascal. I'm like, oh, Adam Driver.
I mean,
day.
between the two, but even then, like, kind of like what you were saying, I would have a hard time buying Adam Driver, like this big dude who's also a Marine, being like, oh, you're this nerdy little guy who can't talk to nobody.
But his presence though, I could see him pulling it off better because with
like
Pedro, I'm like, bro,
that's why I said Orlando Bloom for Link, because if you look at how he
too old.
I understand that, but if you look at just his facial structure, body, hair, he looked like Link in A Lord of the Rings.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
He has the look,
the aesthetic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he can act a little bit. So if you think about the pointy ears, the long gold hair, like I say, he looked like Link in Lord of the Rings.
So how y'all feeling about maybe Petro, but not 9 times being locked in to play him?
So I mean, it don't move me none, but it's not like a disappointing thing because I heard that they only gave it to him because Jake Gyllenhaal said he wanted too much. No, he wanted too much money. They didn't have the money to pay for Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, you better find that.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. But
but he asked for too much. I mean,
but
that's too much.
Yeah,
we don't have time for that.
Yeah, especially if they got deadlines.
Fan favorite. They pulled off right. This is looking like,
but they can afford to pay.
No, you're thinking about John Krasinski. He's saying Jake Gyllenhaal, not John.
The guy who played Mysterio in the Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, it's a different person.
Yeah,
I'm not. No, I'm sorry. Like you talk. So you're coming in asking for more money, bro. It's an ensemble. It's not. It's the same thing with Terrence Howard. Look, I love Terrence Howard and everything like that. But in Iron Man.
Tell me that he is not a better.
No. I know that. No. Listen, what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
I'm with Lucius too.
Terrence Howard was asking for more money than the actual lead, and I'm saying I love you guys. Yeah, but it's called Iron Man. Yeah, but not War Machine.
But remember, at the time, Robert Downey Jr. just came back from his alcoholic issues and stuff like that.
So he wasn't Iron Man. Yeah, we know now he wasn't. He
wasn't the Robert Downey Jr. that we.
But he made himself better.
Terrence Howard was that guy. He just came off Best Man.
Big Mama House.
Big Mama House. Like I can see why he asked for more money at that time.
Hustle and Flow. He just got his award.
No. I understand that. But what I'm saying is when you're
Terrence Howard was that guy that asked for more money.
No, I understand what you're saying, but as far as you're trying to get it as much as the lead, it doesn't make sense. If it's a movie about War Mind and then War Majors, you're like, well, I need to get as much. The movie's called War Mind, so you're not going to get as much money as the actual lead because I need to be paid just as much as the lead. That doesn't make sense because it's called War Mind, not you know what I'm saying. So it's Iron Man. Now, if it was Iron Man and War Machine, then I understand.
I think you're getting focused on the name.
Yeah,
because
we're just talking about like the peripheral things outside of it, like as actor versus actor, like person versus person.
There weren't
like their paycheck, like because one couldn't ask for like if it wasn't for Marvel getting Robert Downey Jr. a shot as Iron Man, only because his real life did mirror that of like an actual Tony Stark.
They were even guessing on him because of what was going on,
because they weren't even sure if he would be able to show up on time. But it's like outside of that, like you couldn't really like if Robert Downey Jr. wanted to do like Tropic Thunder without Iron Man, he would not be able to do Tropic Thunder. Iron Man is his redemption role and what's got him back into Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not disputing that, but like I said, it's still the power structure because like the CEO is going to make a little bit more than the COO. I mean, it's just
perfect example, Dre. If they were to cast the Black Panther movie and I was going to be the new T'Challa, right? And then Denzel Washington was going to be my father. Who do you think is going to get paid more, even though I'm the lead character?
Oh, that's different. Yeah,
how's it different? How's it different? Because I'm still the lead character, but Denzel Washington's obviously going to get paid more than me because.
Would he though?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
That is a debate though, because then it's like Denzel.
We could do it on our question back.
Yeah. But anyway, what I'm saying is that I mean. What I'm saying for Jake Gyllenhaal, what I'm saying is that you're a part of an ensemble. So it's like the thing about it is, matter of fact, they're almost guaranteeing the old girl from Mission Impossible. What are you talking about? She's gonna be Invincible Woman.
Yeah,
but here's the thing: Vanessa Kirby. Yeah, that's what we talked about. We was talking about that a couple of
3 episodes.
start this then.
Okay.
So let's say Jake Gyllenhaal asked, well, I want 10 million more than everybody else on, and then Vanessa's like,
Man,
well,
he's getting ridiculous.
But he's also well, we don't know how much he's asking for, but he's
Yeah.
also more established than Vanessa.
and you gotta look.
yeah.
at it,
But what I'm saying is that if
came off
they're all doing the same amount of lines and all the other stuff, it's like because she has every right to be like, well, why is he getting paid more?
because he's a more established actor.
Yeah, he's actually bringing the people in. If he's the name that's
but
bringing
here's the
people in,
thing.
if he's the
But
box office
I
draw.
feel what y'all saying,
Yeah.
but then a lawyer, her representation is gonna be like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, then her agent legally better because legally it wouldn't be on Jake Gyllenhaal or the producer. It would be on her agent for not getting her that deal.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to lose other great supporting actors and actresses. This is the reason why I'm not concerned about Jake Gyllenhaal not getting it, because if he asks for more money and it's causing a dispute with the other three, and we're losing people like Vanessa, she's like, well, why? Well, it's Jake, this and the third. Well, then I'm going to leave. I don't want to leave, but that's what I'm saying. What if all other three ones? Because let's say we're about Pedro, but then we got the other three that I don't know. Human Torch. Let's say we got whoever we got for Human Torch and the Thing. Oh man, we love them. All three of them walk because they Jake. Then so now we got to get these. Oh, well, I don't like the other. I wanted this for Invincible. We're losing. I'd rather take a whole ensemble cast that I would like, and maybe one person that's questionable, than lose a whole set of people because one person. Like, I'm not doing that. I'd rather, I'm like, you know what? All right, Pedro is out. If I had a choice, if they made me choose between Jake Gyllenhaal and Pedro, then I would choose Jake. But if he's asking for more money, and if it could cause an issue with the other three, and I like the other three choices, then I'd be like, well, I would just have to take Pedro and take my chances with him so I could keep my other three, than having to lose them three. And now you're going to be casting other people that I'm like, I don't see him as Human Torch, and I don't like this. I like who we had before. Well, they walk because they won't get enough money because it's called Fantastic Four, not Reed Richards and the Fantastic
Three. Gonna get paid more though.
Well, actually, from what I heard, as far as this goes, it might even be Vanessa Kirby, because even though Pedro Pascal is casted as Reed Richards, it's actually good. Well, no. So the main focus on the story, because you always have a point of view character for a movie. The point of view character for this film, from what I read and research, is going to be Sue Storm. So it's going to be told kind of like from her, yeah. Because I mean, if you think about it, like, she kind of is the heart and the glue of the Fantastic Four, because her and her brother literally make up half of the team.
That is true. And then her love for was fantastic, and a lot of his decisions sometimes kind of based on her because she get married.
And then if they're touching and dabbling the Dr. Doom thing, she's in the middle between that conflict.
Exactly. So
around her.
So, yeah, so but we're gonna see.
Right, to be all right.
We'll get a definitive in there. Let's go ahead and try to get through. So, next topic: the SAG-AFTRA strike is over. The actors' strike is over, with the union representing performers last week approving a tentative agreement with Hollywood studios. Leaders of the Screen Actors Guild, American Foundation of Television and Radio Arts, characterized the deal as a big win, with the contract achieving significant breakthroughs on actors' pay and putting guardrails on the industry's use of generative AI. Now, if you're really into that stuff,
I am.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the last thing, if you're really into this stuff and you learning more about legal stuff and everything like that, that last one is the most significant one.
Yeah,
because what the studios were trying to do, they were trying to be like, okay, hey, like I'm the studio. Hey, Steven, you're gonna play War Major. Now listen, when we shoot season 1 of The Associates, that's it. So I can use you for season 2, but I don't need you.
Right.
I just clone everything you did in season 1, and I ain't gotta pay you nothing. Thanks for being War Major. And you're like, whoa, you season 2 action figures. You don't need to, yeah, exactly. I'm like, bro, so I'm so glad they was like, yo, they did not budge on that.
They got to think too, and that I want to speak to you about that too. The studio owns the project. That's why I think that's why Marvel couldn't do any Hulk movies, because Fox still own.
Universal owned the Hulk movie rights. Yeah.
So because they sold, but they had no money to buy back. That's why they was able to do the movies that they did. That's why I haven't been a solo movie.
Yeah, right.
So the studio actually buys the rights to the name, the figure, all that. So legally they can do that since they earn the rights to your name. You know what I'm saying? But
they earn the rights to the IP, not the person.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. So even though, let's say, Stephen Jackson, Black Panther, they own Black Panther, but they can still use my likeness as the character for Black Panther with the AI joint. So even though I'm looking at myself, I didn't do that scene. It's AI generated, but I don't get paid for that. They own it since they own them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
like
with
I
this
said,
deal, yeah, they're able to get.
I love the fact that they can do that. They can take it to another step. What if just coming out, right? They use their voice too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
here's
now
my,
this deal protects them now
You
because
see
they
what I'm
can't
saying?
do
But
that now.
yeah, and here's my thing with this, because this
voice. You see what I'm saying?
because this is like a double-edged sword, because it's so creepy that the fact that this was even a conversation that had to come up in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for your example, the one you just gave, like you're Black Panther, but they're still using your face and stuff. I feel like at the very least, not only should you get credits at the end of the episode or the movie,
yes, sir.
But if you're not physically there, they should at least give you this thing. I don't know. Royalties.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You should get some kickback for that. Maybe not as much as you would have got on scene.
Yeah, if you actually on set,
should get a
exactly.
percentage. You know what I mean? Because it's like I forget the real actor's name. I think Peter Fleming. He was the guy who played their Grand Moff Tarkin and
that whole debate with the Star Wars Rogue One thing. I got
dead, and they brought him back, and I'm like, in some cases that could be cool, but I'm like, how far are we really gonna go with technology to like bastardize and mutilate someone's legacy because he's not here, and then
you don't need none of the actors.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's a scary thing because like because it started with them doing like posthumous things, like even in the original Gladiator, that his mentor, his actor died halfway thing. So when he's in that little hut before he goes off to fight the dude at the end, that's a CGI version of the actor. He's not really there.
Same thing with Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. They said that wasn't him in the Flash when they was talking about the thing he was fighting.
Oh yeah, because that was old set photos from Tim Burton's thing. None of that was real footage. Yeah, but
exactly.
And it's like, come on, man. Like, how far are we really just gonna like? Because it gets to a point. It's like, is anything any sacred anymore? Like.
Yeah,
like people could take this one day, all the images and voice clips of us, and then next you know they could just run their own spectacular podcast with our likeness, our voice, and whatever. And they just got to type it into like,
exactly. He would have said this. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I probably would have.
But no, but look, this is scary too because how can you prove in a court of law? Like, say if I said some racial slurs, right?
Can't prove if you actually said
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have to go through code. They have to. I mean, like something like they would have like so the FBI can get a subpoena. They can be able to go through that whole video, and then whatever coding they see, they have
only if they're not the ones that wanted to frame him in the first place.
Truth, yeah, it'd be a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
but I'm glad they got this deal in place.
You almost have to see it with your eyes to believe it. You know what I mean?
Truth at this point. But let's go ahead and jump to the next topic. It's a lot that we're trying to dive into, but this is the reason why it's a lot that we have, because if you notice, as soon as the strike was over, trailers, posters, all this, because they had all this stuff, they were holding all this stuff. Now we got all these trailers and all this marketing. That's history. We got so much we're going over now because it's like, did you see this trailer? That's what you like. Did I see this trailer? I'm like, I didn't see that trailer. You like, did you see this? I'm like, bro, we're trying to keep up because they don't release so much stuff. So we're sorry.
And I've been sick.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm on the side of the table today.
And then they make some other announcements. I couldn't even fit anything else up here. I couldn't. There's no way. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump to the next one. Deadpool 3 is now the only MCU movie coming out in 2024. I mean, it makes sense because of the strike. So, but let's go ahead and
that flabbergasted me when I first read it. I was like, wait, really?
So Deadpool 3 has been pushed to July 2024, and Captain America, Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Blade were all pushed to 2025. Captain America, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts, both intended for release in 2024, will now open in 2025. Blade meant to open early in 2025. Now won't hit theaters until November of that year. Barry Jenkins' Mufasa: The Lion King has also been delayed on Disney's theatrical release slate. No, but I mean, it's a difference. It's still CGI, but they're talking about that. You know how they did the Lion King CGI, hyper realistic looking lions.
It's still with animals though.
It's the
animated. CGI. So why is animation? But it's like hyper photorealistic.
No. Is it with still with the animals though?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because my idea was.
What do you mean?
Like the stage play, real people dressed in costume?
No. Like actually real people just representing Mufasa. Simba. Like say,
hey,
I'm Simba.
That's called Hamlet.
I
mean, it is.
I mean, that is kind of true stuff.
No, but I always want when I first heard, oh yeah, they're doing a live action, Disney joint, what I'm saying, Lion King. I was like,
and it wasn't
going to
really
have
live action.
So wait,
what I mean?
you wanted like Jeremy Irons to throw James Earl Jones off a roof? And be like,
crazy.
long live the king.
no, because like if I were to do that, I would have it the same way, but I would have like Simba like hurt himself in the valley, right? Like so he goes and gets him, and as he gets him, that's when the stampede comes. So it's not like he just let him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll have he's trying to get his son, then he pushes his son up, and then he slips and fall back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like live, like people was actually going.
Oh yeah, no. So it's just
because
that
I
photorealistic.
no, but the reason why, because I've never heard not one bad review of the live action stage play of the Lion King.
Oh, the stage play? No, the stage
that's
play
something
gets
phenomenal.
rave reviews.
Yeah,
and I thought
They were talking about the live action movie. I was
No.
what?
When they said first heard the live action, I thought they was transitioning the stage play to the movie. Like
Now that'd have been dope.
Yeah, that would have been dope too. But yeah, this is supposed to be a younger Mufasa.
Yeah, but do we
his
really need a
teens.
Mufasa origin story?
We don't. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't know why they're gonna milk a franchise. So
It's no bullshit. If I was gonna get like an origin story from any of the characters from The Lion King, it would have been one of these three. It would have either been Scar, Rafiki, or Timon and Pumbaa.
But I mean, Scar is he's gonna be incorporated. They're gonna grow up together. I guess how they had this feud. They're gonna show the big fight they keep talking about that he lost.
Yeah.
It would have been better, like even from this, because we already know Mufasa's story. I think even a Mufasa prequel story, I think would benefit from being told from a Scar perspective.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Okay,
but I guess, I ain't gonna lie though, it does sound better. Mufasa coming soon instead of Scar. It was like I'd rather see Mufasa.
But you know what's funny though? Can you imagine like the soundtrack when they're like coming soon to a theater near you, Scar, and then you hear the 80s push it to the limit and you automatically think Scarface, you're like, oh, it's about to get metal.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
I feel you though. But I mean, how y'all feeling about the move and everything like that? With okay, so it does make sense. I know why, but it's a double entendre though.
For what?
For Marvel, because remember Bob Iger was saying that they wanted to take back a lot of their output. Hence the reason why Marvel is in the condition that they are in today. They're cleaning up Bob Chapek's mess. Bob Chapek, if a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. If you're not into the business stuff, you always keep blaming. Well, I don't understand what happened on. What happened was Bob Chapek took all the power from Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige had to answer to not one, not two, but three people before he even got to the CEO, which was stupid. I didn't understand that because when there was structure of power, it was literally what's his name? He's one of the greatest producers of all time. He ran this stuff with Bob Iger. I forgot his name, but he retired and he ended up going to help.
What some movies he produced?
I forgot his name. It'll hit me, but it's but he ran all the movie division for Disney. It was that was the three. It was Bob Iger, blah blah blah,
right there.
and then Kevin Feige. Those are the three that made Marvel. Marvel and
Jon
Disney.
Favreau?
No. There's the guy that reported that Kevin Feige had to report to. Jon Favreau had to report to Kevin, but it'll hit me later. But anyway, the whole power structure got jacked up, which hence the reason why Disney is jacked up the way it is now. So then Bob Iger was like, okay,
sure it's not Kathleen Kennedy's fault.
What? No. Anyway,
that's what South Park said.
But anyway, so basically the power structure got jacked up. So now it's back to where it's supposed to be. It's Bob Iger and whoever Bob Iger has now, because the other guy retired and he ended up going to Discovery to help this whole nother thing. Anyway, and now Kevin Feige's back, but the output was he was like, oh, I need you to do 7 projects for Marvel in 1 year. So what you think the product is going to happen? It's going to be diluted because now he's like, oh, I got to find this. I got to find it. And then on top of that, he finds a writer. I don't like him. I don't like him. Find another writer.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole. So now everything's back to normal. So now the reason I had to make the context clear is that now they can redo their output. Kevin Feige can get more back in control. So what would you want to be able to do? Okay, I don't have to do something for a whole year. That gives you a chance to revamp your whole imagery of Marvel. I mean, Deadpool 3 is already Deadpool 3. You don't have to do nothing with that. Right. That's already a formula. it works. Exactly. So you're like, okay, I have a franchise. It's going to make $1 billion. So don't even question that. You got Wolverine and all these other cameos, bro. It's going to make $1 billion. Exactly. And they're keeping it rated R. It's going to make $1 billion. So we already locked in. But so that means now, okay, once we have that, everybody's gonna be like, oh man, I really want the next Mark. Oh, yeah, it's not coming out to 2025. Now you got anticipation. Now you got build up. Which we were supposed to have.
Because for example, like
deliver though.
But that's what I'm saying.
But it can now.
But that's why I said hopefully, because like for a perfect example, like the Blade movie, I was so excited when they cast Mahershala Ali to play Blade, and I've been waiting to see a trailer, waiting to see behind the scenes set photos. So all I've heard is BS between directors leaving, writers, bullshit about what the plot is. He almost left.
Yeah, he almost left.
But someone got fired off the project. And I'm just like, and now we're coming out 2025. I don't know if any of us will be around then, but then also it's just like, what's right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, I wonder what it's going to look like because it's already gone through so many changes at this point. And like the Crow movie and all these other movies that going through all these rewrites and stuff, I'm afraid we're probably just not going to get it.
No, I feel like we're going to get bad. I feel like now I think Bob got a conversation. Bob himself was probably called Mahershala, was like, cut him off. I got you. And we'll talk. Kevin in the room. He was like, Kevin, I apologize. We're sorry for that Dumbo Bob Chapek. We apologize. Here's $1 million just for this meeting.
Go home,
just for your troubles.
You're drunk.
Exactly. Just for your troubles. Here's $1 million. And Mahershala's like, all right, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? And then
boy say, first you had my attention.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I feel like now he's gonna be able to have time to be like, okay, let's get a solid writer, let's get a solid director. And I'm in charge now. No, this script is trash. Because one of the scripts was Blade was like in the back of the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
he wasn't even the main character.
Exactly.
I was complaining about it. I was like, what is?
But I don't blame Kevin. Now Kevin's like, Kevin's like, nope.
This is Blade and Jason. He's some washed up mentor at this point. He's Mr. fucking Miyagi.
Well, Bob Chapek said it was okay. Do I look like Bob Chapek? Security, get this fool, bro. Like, so
now did you say that? You know what would spend all my money? If there was like Wesley Snipes played Whisper.
You mean Whistler?
And
I want to see Wesley Snipes play Deacon Frost, Blade versus Blade. That's what I want to see.
That's
what I want to see.
All right, let's go ahead and jump. We got time. We still got a lot of stuff we got to get through. Yeah, I got you.
Or Blade's dad.
Yeah. So topics.
Oh, he could be the man.
Next topic.
Blade Mama.
You funny.
Yeah, but he only dipped out because he didn't pay his taxes.
What?
You funny. But let's go ahead and go to the next topic. Madam Web trailer. Review. So Dakota Johnson stars in two-year role. Titular, sorry about that role. A mutant who has psychic sensory powers that allow her to predict the future of the other superheroes in the universe. Her character in the film is the protege of the original Madam Web, born Cassandra Webb in the comic books.
Y'all gotta let me know something. So I don't know.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I just wanted to ask one thing about this line. Like, so you sure she's the protege and she's not the original Madam Web herself? Because that's kind of what I gathered from the trailer when I was watching.
Oh, I got this straight from the Sony
from like the actual
or whatever.
Thing.
So
okay, because that answers some question for me. Because I was watching the trailer and then like Sydney Sweeney's character, the one that kind of looks who's in the black Spider-Man suit. I'm like, well, how's she wearing the suit? Because if this is the original Madam Web, that chick's supposed to be her daughter, but she's too young and she's about almost damn near the same age. So I was just like, yeah. Sony, you got some explaining to do. But
the trailer was okay.
You thought it was okay?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. How did you feel about it?
I'm actually go ahead.
It was enough to get me to be like, okay, I want to watch it.
Because I won't lie.
I don't know too much about Madam Web and all that.
I do, but I'm excited, and I will say this:
I don't know too much.
I like the trailer to this movie, and it's probably going to get me a lot of hate on the internet and in this room. But I like the trailer to that movie more than I did the Venom 2 trailer, the Morbius trailer.
Oh, okay. Well,
Morbius wasn't that good anyway.
But the trailers were phenomenal. That's what made me get excited for it in the first place. Yeah. And see, that's my hesitation. That's the reason why I'm like, that's the only reason I'm like, I don't know, man.
See, that's how it might be with the 2025 lineup.
I don't know. I mean, hey, but here's the thing though.
That's
I'm
why I
saying
was
Kevin
saying what I
Feige's
was
more
saying.
more hands on though. But they push the next Spider-Man across this whatever verse. They push that into 2025. So it's whatever. But yeah, I mean, it looks all right. We'll definitely check it out, see what's going on. Last topic for this segment. Let's get through it. So the Garfield trailer review. The Garfield movie is scheduled for theatrical release in the United States on May 24, 2024. It was previously scheduled for release on February 16, 2024. Of course, it got pushed because of all the actors striking and all stuff. Animated feature film based on the popular strip about a sarcastic lasagna-loving cat. Chris Pratt is helping Garfield the cat return to the silver screen for the first time in nearly 2 decades. Guardians of the Galaxy franchise star voices the lasagna-loving cartoon feline in the Garfield movie, an animated feature scheduled to arrive in theaters next summer alongside Samuel Jackson, Nicholas Hoult, and Vin Rames. Very interesting.
So a whole new cast.
Well, yeah, this had nothing to do with that animated movie that came out like 20 years ago. So yeah,
You mean to tell me no Bill Murray? How dare you?
Funny. So the trailer was pretty cool.
Bill Murray's the GOAT.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. Did you see the trailer?
Bill Murray. They doing another Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Have you seen the trailer to that?
Bro, it's so much stuff. There was not bro. We're still need to get to the next segment. There was too much. There is no way.
No one's seen Garfield. We don't care.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk about it. But
I ain't see.
And then somebody did ask the question. But did y'all see the trailer? Yeah, your question's like. No, for the new Ghostbusters, but that thing's way at the bottom, so I don't know. Probably gonna get to it. I'm sorry.
In case we don't get to it. We seen it. We'll talk about it on the next question bag. And yeah,
exactly. So the next segment, of course, the spotlight of the day. Right now we don't have anyone, but we just let you know if you have a small business or project that you would like to promote with us, email us at spectacularrinkradio@gmail.com, spectacularrinkradio@gmail.com. We can definitely schedule time for you to come on our show. Segment 4, Comic Central. We're kind of blaze through these because we still got a lot of stuff to get through for streaming lifestyle. So let's hold that up for me really quickly. Marvel Ultimate Universe #1. Info. Ultimate Universe #1 begins a new era in Earth 6160 universe when Iron Lad and Doctor Doom begin a quest to recreate the heroes the Maker erased from history. I will tell you this. The last 2 pages were decent. The rest of the book was absolutely phenomenal. Marvel, I was like, this is it. Thank you. If you want to, and it's crazy. This is a #1. I was able to follow along, and actually was like, oh, okay, cool.
Wait, you didn't have to read a whole saga before you read that to know what happened to them before the reboot.
Exactly. This Marvel Ultimate Universe #1, they did a great job. Thor was absolutely crazy in this. The artwork is straight beautiful. Like, Thor is a straight G as usual in this and stuff like that. Marvel, you did your thing finally. I appreciate you. I'm glad we got something that I can be able to follow along. We're going to see how this rebooted Ultimate Universe. I mean, of course, you got John Hickman involved. It's going to do good. So I mean, it can't be that bad. So we'll definitely
give it up to the first 6 issues to see if it's going to piss me off.
Right?
Yeah. So we'll check you in 2024 to see how this Ultimate Universe is going to pan out. #2, Wonder Woman. Topic 2, DC Comics. Now a wanted fugitive of. Are you okay over there? A wanted fugitive. Wonder Woman reiterates herself for a battle against Commander Steele and his soldiers. Her former love, Steve Trevor, being one of them. What could this face-off mean for her position in the world of heroes? This story plot is spectacular. I don't know who.
I thought it was DC.
This is DC. I said this is whatever. I don't know why this story was. I don't know if they held this for this part, but I'm like, bro. Matter of fact, if you any comic reader though, they're reading. Matter of fact, when I went to go get this was the last copy. First print. Second print wasn't even ready yet. They're doing such a phenomenal job because you're seeing the psyche and understanding about her growing up to now. The Amazons are like, it's like they're refugees. I'm wrong word. I apologize. They actually came. They're immigrants. They came to America trying to do, trying to see what it's like being here and trying to expand beyond the island. So I guess some of the islanders, including I guess Wonder Woman,
their passport bore.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So they came to grow.
Yeah.
and maybe try to, you know, raise children in a different environment. And then one incident happens, and now they're like, oh, y'all need to get up out of here. They're out there trying to slaughter the Amazons. And of course, Wonder Woman's like, nah, you ain't about to do that. They surrounded her with like 25 soldiers. She looking like, this is it? Man, I beat the crap out of them. I'm like, bro, she runs with Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash. You don't think she gonna take these little pew, 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 pew people? I'm like, so, bro, but the dialogue, the story, you know, just the story layout. Wonder Woman is a great read. Like we talked about before when we talked about number one. I'm definitely not a. I've created female characters. We have a comic book called Atomic Woman number one. But what I'm saying is that it was never really a story per se, besides the Trials of the Amazons, which I have. I own all of the issues that really drew me in for Wonder Woman. This one, I love the mental, the psychological aspects, and learning different things about her background is phenomenal. So I do recommend both reads, and you know, definitely move from there. So let's go ahead and go to segment 5, streaming lifestyle. Let's try to see if we can get through this in like 10-15 minutes.
Yes,
okay,
the answer's always yes.
topic 1, Loki season 2 review. Now we're just reviewing the whole season. It's already came out.
5 out of 5 biscuits.
Info: 2 pairs of characters collide on the Tom Hunt, Loki, and Mobius after Renslayer and Miss Minutes, who are themselves trying to catch up to Timely and convince him of his future trajectory as Kang, he who remains, creator of the TVA. The only let me separate my judgment from both. So as the show itself, just the show, talking about the acting, all the CGI, all the stuff, phenomenal. It is a great show. 5 stars. I think it's great. Writing's good. Now, that's the first side of the coin. Now, from a cinematic universe perspective, I give this a 2. The reason why is because they're all, of course, as we've already went through the whole Rick and Monroe. We already know about Kevin, so he's trying to get things back on track. Right now, it's just all over the place. As we talk, we don't even know if Dr. Doom is going to be the new bad guy, which is frustrating. It's frustrating because you're getting invested. Because to me, the reason why I give it a 2 from the cinematic part is because now you're getting invested with the Timely story. You get invested with the whole He Who Remains, Kang, and all this other stuff. You're trying to start now because it's like, ooh, this is good. Oh, you like this? Oh, we're not even sure if we're going to use this guy. But not even.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
So because I agree with that, it sucks because I'm a huge fan of Jonathan Majors since Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
So actually since White Boy Rick.
Yeah. Facts.
But so the thing with them not going with Kang has nothing to do with like his legal issues, because they were saying that like since Quantumania, they said because Quantumania did so poorly, they're not sure if they wanted to do a whole Kang movie, because when they did the post-credits,
not all Kevin's fault, by the way. But go ahead.
Right. This is peripheral stuff. It was
personal.
It was the same guy who wrote that, because he was supposed to write.
He was supposed to write the new Avengers. They kicked them out.
Yeah,
he kicked them all.
I think he was off of Blade too, because I think he had to do that too. But
he was helping with some rewrites with that. They took that out too.
So
it wasn't none of their fault.
Of him,
because of what's going on.
They were like, well, we don't know if the audience is going to be invested in seeing so many versions of Jonathan Major. So they were like, we don't know. And so they were like, well, we were planning on Dr. Doom, because Dr. Doom was supposed to come out either during Secret Wars or the movie right after that, because they're supposed to do like him and Galactus kind of like together. But now they're like, well, instead of doing Kang Dynasty, they might just make a Doctor Doom movie or do Secret Wars, then do a Doctor Doom movie. So it's just like, I'd rather see the Kang Dynasty. You got me hyped for it, man.
Oh yeah. So how y'all think of the show? I mean, collectively, real quick, just quick thoughts.
Oh, I like the show as a show, self-contained, phenomenal. And I agree with you on like the cinematic aspect of everything.
Gotcha. How'd you feel about the show? How the ending and all that?
I think they had this from the beginning because of what King said before he died. He said, every little intricate and thing I've been orchestrating, but I'm tired now and I want somebody to take over. And I think the whole season of Loki was to get him prepared to take over.
Okay. That's a good perspective. Okay, cool.
Because you got to think, he's an elder god. He has the power, and it was like, I like when he said, oh, you don't know how to do that? And then he comes back. You act as if this is our first conversation.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Here's the thing. He said he orchestrated everything. So did he orchestrate that as well?
Yeah, because remember, he told Loki in the end of season 1, he was like, one way or the other, you guys are going to be in the seat or I'm going to just be here again. So he really gave him out the ultimatum. He's basically saying, if you're not going to take the throne, you're just going to have to keep dealing with me. And then you're just going to keep coming back here anyway. So you either take the chair now or you're going to take it later.
Yeah.
He said, yo, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah.
So I think all this was playing out for him learning about the, remember, it was so dope. So he's like, it'll take centuries for you to learn. Centuries later.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes back 100 years, he goes, all right.
Exactly. Let's do it.
I'm like, oh, stop.
All right, let's go to the next topic. So Avatar: The Last Airbender poster/trailer review. Netflix, an adaptation of the beloved Nickelodeon animated series Avatar: The Last Airbender follows Aang, the young Avatar, as he learns to master the 4 elements: water, earth, fire, and air, to restore balance to the world threatened by the terrifying Fire Nation. Avatar: The Last Airbender premieres on Netflix on February 22nd, 2024. The trailer is short, but it does show some phenomenal clips, does show some remarkable CGI elements, and I think they actually got the casting right. Everybody looks like how they need to be. But if you have a different opinion, that's fine. Of course, we all have different opinions. I'm sorry, Avatar fans. I apologize. The big dog looking moose thing.
Appa?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. But he looked great. So go ahead. What's your opinion? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Poster and trailer review.
I saw the poster, didn't see the trailer, but I am still traumatized after the last live action Avatar because I had my hopes up and they massacred my boy. Look at how they massacred my boy.
No, I think they're gonna get it right now. When you check out the trailer, you see the clip of the.
But I mean, you see what they did.
Oh, you talking about the movie?
Yeah, but you've seen what they did with Cowboy Bebop, and I've heard One Piece fans kind of on the fence, 50-50.
One Piece fans, it was really. I thought it was pretty decent. A lot of I heard fans loved it.
I heard
it was number one on Netflix for a month.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it's one. They said it's one of their best. They're thinking about doing season 2.
Well, I can't judge it because I never watched one. I'm just saying I heard people either way, but I just and I just because I love Avatar, I do, and I can't take a Dragon Ball Z Evolution TV series.
Oh my God.
I can't be let down like that.
God,
you know what I mean?
Go ahead. What did you think? You good?
Hurts.
You think you looking forward to checking it out?
Yeah, I would.
I got you.
Just because of my curiosity.
Gotcha. Looks like I said, looks good. We're gonna see how it pans out.
At this point in my career,
yeah,
I ain't even trusting trailers. No
speaking of that,
leading.
let's go to the next one. Let's talk about Reacher season 2 trailer. Review
good,
Amazon Prime.
Reacher's good.
Reacher is good. Info: the story sees Reacher assembling his old team of investigators when one of their own is killed after being thrown out of the side of a helicopter from 30,000 feet. Damn. The killers then start trying to assassinate Reacher and the rest of the team, so it becomes a deadly game of cat and mouse. It looks stupendous. I cannot wait to see this. Season 1 was great. Now, here's the thing. I can't guarantee we'll review it because Amazon, this is really weird. Some of their shows they drop full seasons of, and then some of them they actually, like The Boys, they'll drop. So it's a toss up.
I think because
they do that for their good shows because they fucking suck.
Reacher's a good show. I don't know why they're not doing that.
I don't think that it's a bad show. I think it has a niche audience. Kind of like how Burn Notice is a great show, but I mean it has its core audience. They're not.
They're not getting no more than 9 million.
It's not a flagship show. You know what I mean? People, which I think it could be.
But then again, I think it's because of marketing and the amount of episodes. Because The Boys is on 4, 5, 6 episodes.
No, it's about 8.
It's about 8 or 9. The reason why you're saying that is because most of the time they drop 2 or 3 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons, 2 or 3 episodes the first time when it's dropped. Instead of just dropping 1, they drop 3. So then it's only lesser weeks of it coming out and stuff like that. So
I don't to build up to get audiences. I think to do it The Boys weekly like that, because like I said, it's only limited amount of shows. But if you're dropping Reaching, it's 12, 15, 20 episodes. Not all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they. I feel like they should. I feel like they should try to give it a chance. I think they should give Reacher season 2 a chance.
If you're gonna do it like that,
but don't make me wait weekly now.
Nah, here's the thing: if you're gonna do that, you gotta have. because like I was thinking about doing a series, but my pan was going to make everybody lovable. So like January, I dropped something weekly, but it's going to drop for like 2 months. All right, but then you got a 90-day waiting period till the next one comes out. So it's like you're not waiting a whole year to get satisfied. I'm gonna give you that hit quickly. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but you got to have it already shot and put in the can at that point. Yeah.
Once I finish one, or we get it, boom, boom. So while season 1 is being shot,
you're gonna film it right back to back.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So by the time that's done, editing, everything's good. So 90 days later, right back in your face, you can't forget.
Yeah, from a business perspective, though, weekly drops it works better because you talk about it more. The longevity of the longevity of the franchise is more richer because people. It's a water cooler.
I was about to say that because now people can talk about it, digest it, and word of mouth just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, instead of dropping because somebody gave a great example when the Punisher came out versus I think it was The Boys that came out. I'm talking about like season 2 of The Boys. You know, Punisher came out years ago on Netflix, but they were talking about how everybody was like, "Oh man, The Boys is so great." You know, everybody's the water cool show, and then the Punisher, everybody like, "Oh yeah, Punisher's good." And then because they dropped the whole season,
people not
next
all
week,
in the same episode. Or
next week, the following week, nobody was talking about the Punisher no more because everybody has binge watched it. But then everybody was still talking about The Boys because it was new episodes dropping every week, and that was not fair because everybody like that's not fair to the Punisher because it's like it was a great show. And now Netflix is starting to learn that lesson. So you know now they dropping a couple episodes here for some of their big.
You realize you're bringing Sandman back now?
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be maybe trying to do a season 2 because I'm telling you now, if they would have dropped that, somebody, I guarantee you, somebody would have picked that up. Amazon or somebody.
I believe HBO would have picked it.
Oh yeah, they don't. Okay. Go ahead, give me that real quick.
Let me get that.
Yeah, because I think it would have been better on HBO. But real quick, to piggyback on what you're saying with like the January, the 90 days thing. Take 50 Cent's and Courtney Kim's playbook when it comes to like the releases of like the Power series and episodes and BMF because like.
You always
first half of the year, you have like your book 2 with Tariq, and then you got your book 3 with Kanan, and then you got Force, and you got BMF. So if you're gonna do a show like that, have it to where like you know there's like spaces in between, like because Force just ended like if not last week, like the week before, and then so within like a month's time on the 1st of December, which is like 2 Fridays from now, I'm gonna be watching season 3 of Kanan.
Yeah.
So
it's always giving you some
right. So it's not that much space. So that would be a good business model to look at if that's what you were going to do.
Yeah, and I mean this leads into the next topic real quick. The Shadow and Bone canceled on Netflix. That's another frustrating thing because Netflix. I mean that's one of the things that I hate about Netflix. It's like y'all canceling these great shows.
And they don't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, and then it's like because y'all basing it off what? Or do people didn't sign up for it? I'm like, but if y'all dropped it weekly, which I mean I understand that some people like the binge, but I'm saying. This keeps good shows around. Drop it weekly so people can talk about it.
Screwed themselves because remember when Netflix first came out, everyone had to watch TV weekly. Remember that? And then soon Netflix was like, "But do you want to wait? You can watch your host season now." That's what they built their business model on. Binge watching. Are you still watching? Somebody's daughter. But anyway, freaking, you know. And now that people are like realizing, hey, maybe old school TV had something. Maybe that's the reason why we were watching everything. Netflix kind of screwed himself in the pooch because they have that business model.
Think about Fresh Prince, right? Think about it. They used to have.
You talking about the new one? Or you talking
no. Just I just do a
sitcom.
Okay. Take Fresh Prince, season 1 weekly, right? But guess what? We got Monday through Friday, the reruns.
Yeah.
Until the next season comes out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Remember, like I remember like at 5 o'clock.
But you can do that with sitcoms though, because they're all episodic. You know what I mean? It's not an actual story. Yeah.
So like you still get the taste for, or if you miss on, I ain't seen that episode. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? It still feeds your hunger now. But like, well, the binge watch is like, yo, I'm done with it the weekend, and then goes to me my other point, yo. The streaming universe, I'm gonna be a first one to say it, even though I'm a part of it, it's oversaturated. It's so many pluses.
But that's been TV since the 90s, since the 80s. Because remember, before we had the internet, before we had streaming, what was one of the catchphrases when you had cable? All these channels and nothing to watch. Streaming's the same thing now.
You gotta look at it too. TV used to go off.
But you can also turn off streaming. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not because like it's always there now. Like even though when we were back in the day, we had so much to watch, but TV run off.
Oh, he's saying.
Oh,
He's talking about
actually, no, it didn't. You just didn't know what channels to watch because there would be.
there you go.
Well, First of all, anybody who was born between the late 80s to now, well, late 80s to late 90s, don't you judge me. You know what the fuck you were doing. But
No.
I wasn't even talking about those shows. I'm talking about like, because you have like your infomercials, then you would have like because you would have like your old people reruns, like the Golden Girls and stuff playing.
No. TV went off because you would have from like 10:30 to like 7 in the morning. It would be one program.
But that's what I'm saying. I would watching actual shows and stuff around that time. That's what I'm like, no, because even Dragon Ball Z would come on before 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that is
you
true.
would have Dragon Ball Z
though.
No, during the day, during the
we gotta
weekend.
get through the other one. Okay, no, you good.
Yeah, but go.
But on next topic, Shogun.
I don't know how to steal cable.
Shogun trailer.
What you talking about?
Info: Shogun follows the collision of two ambitious men from different worlds and a mysterious female samurai, John Blackthorne, a risky. Female samurai. Yeah, John Blackthorne, a risky-taking English sailor who ends up shipwrecked in Japan, a land whose unfamiliar character will ultimately redefine him. I'm not gonna read the rest of it, but anyway,
when I first heard that, I was like, "Hold up, Last Dragon." No,
Shogun is crazy. Look,
no, because I heard talks about they was trying to do an animated version and then a live action version too, like a part 2 of the Last Dragon.
You have to do Last Dragon. I want to be the new modern day Shonuff.
But Shogun, this looks awesome, and I've heard so many great things about the actual book. Okay. Things of that nature. So, I mean, how do y'all feel? Did y'all see the trailer? Y'all see it?
I'm gonna check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely check out the trailer. Let's go ahead into the next one. Next topic is Invincible season 2, episodes 1 through 3 review. After the earth-shattering betrayal, Mark tries to get his life back on track, and he makes new adversaries and allies, all while trying to suppress his greatest fear that he may become his father. This show is absolutely
before we get
awesome.
Started, I got a personal question. Did you play as Omni-Man yet?
Oh, on Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I did for a little bit.
Fire.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
I'll be around there.
They
literally unlocked all of his fatalities just so I can be like.
They think they're slick because because as you know, I'm not even gonna lie. Mortal Kombat 1 was decent. The story was decent. But see, stuff like this is what keeps,
don't spoil it for me.
No, you got. But I was saying that stuff like this is what keeps the people want to come back. Because if it wasn't no Omni-Man drop, you'd be like, oh well, I ain't really. Because to be honest with you, I literally kind of forgot about Mortal Kombat because I'm still trying to get the Spider-Man 2 review out.
Right.
RoboCop Rogue City is out. So it's like, and then of course the Modern Warfare 3 drop. I'm not playing that. That's all.
Me neither. I already bought it and played it years ago.
Bro, and I'm so mad because we're not even gonna have time to even talk about it. But like, we talking about how horrible that game is right now. But anyway, so my thing is with the Omni-Man drop, that really was kind of saved the game. But anyway, the show was great. I love it. I love the interaction with him and his girl, Zazie Beetz. If you're not sure who actually does the black girl, that's Zazie Beetz. Love her to death. They probably had to cut a bigger check because she's like, I'm Zazie Beetz now. So
why would they have to cut the bigger check when it's not called Zazie Beetz? Stephen Young.
Oh no. Okay,
why do he need more money?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, why does she need more? She's not even in all the episodes.
No, what I'm saying that it went across the board.
He knew she's open that can. I'm out.
No. What I'm saying is what I'm saying is no. That's what I meant because what I'm saying, I just kind of highlighted her, but at the same point in time, all of them asked for more money. I mean, that was the whole thing, including the main guy.
Only one of them needed more money, though.
Huh?
Only one of them needed more money.
No, all of them did.
Well, see, here's why. Because in the first season, I'm not even going to talk about how they changed a lot of characters.
Yeah.
But they made her character a bitch the whole time for no reason. That's one of the main complaints from audience because she wasn't a bitch in the comic books. Right. She was mad, complained. It's like, you're going to get mad at him because he just saved lives because, your boyfriend's not here with you on a date? Where are your priorities, woman?
But she didn't know who he had powers.
But when she did find out, because remember he went to tell you, she was like, I know, but I didn't care. She was like, because we're at college, she was like, I knew you were a superhero, but I didn't care. And I was like, you selfish bitch.
Anyway, how do y'all like the show? Because we got
fire.
That first episode took me for a loop, but then
that third one floored me.
Yeah,
that third one.
They were beating the crap out of him in face, bro. I was like, yo.
Alan's not supposed to be dead yet. And I was like, okay, this is what they're doing. I was like, all right, cool.
I was
exactly. Like, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They messed him up.
So topic 7 for All Mankind, season 4, episodes 1 through 3 review. Apple TV Plus. I warned y'all months about this. Rocketeering into a new millennium in 8 years since season 3. Happy Valley has rapidly expanded its footprint on Mars by turning former foes into partners. This show is absolutely incredible. Better than Silo. Let's go, baby. Come on. Y'all can't say that's because y'all ain't even watching it, y'all. Exactly.
I'm still.
We're in the doghouse. I'm sorry.
I'm still waiting on Silo. That took me for because I don't even. I'm trying to. I'm like, yo, how the hell are they gonna make it interesting? Them underground.
Bro, we talking about for all mankind. We're in space. We're on Mars. Yo, so y'all need to catch up. Watch season 1. Y'all saying this now. I'm telling y'all gonna be like, let me go ahead and turn this stupid show on, Andre. It's gonna be like 9:32. Let me go ahead. Play episode 1. Look, then 2:32 in the morning. Season 3. Andre was right. I can't turn it off. But God, it's 2:32. I gotta work in the morning. Exactly.
Well, Andre, you know me. Just like when you recommended The Warrior, you know me.
It's gonna happen.
If it's like that, I always
it's gonna happen.
Props.
Yeah, you gonna be like,
give you props.
Man, well, fine, Andre. I guess I'll watch this episode 1. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah, whatever. 4 in the morning. Dang, Gordon, man. I'm about to call out for work. Andre, this stupid fool being caught. Good. I can't stop watching. All right. For All Mankind, season 4 is good. We're going to bleed, since we talk about Apple TV, we're going to bleed into the last topic for this segment, and we're going to have to roll out because we already hit our time. So Monarch Legacy of Monsters episode season 1 is out. So info, after surviving Godzilla's attack in San Francisco, Kate is shaken yet again by a shocking secret. Amid monstrous threats, she embarks on a globe-trotting adventure to learn the truth about her family and the mysterious organization known as Monarch. I'm going to tell you now, it was surprising to see about a show because a lot of the critics reviewed the show and they were talking about how it's not going to be a lot of monsters. We
were talking about that before it even came out.
Yeah,
a couple episodes back.
And the crazy thing is that the back and forth time frame, awesome. The storytelling is crazy, and I'm invested in this girl, her dad, and his other. He had a whole other family, and I'm like, you would think you would be mad. The show's called Legacy of Monsters. Are we talking about her dad having 2 different families, blah, blah, blah. But you're literally like, bro, this dude really had 2 families. Yeah, you're invested in this.
Yeah, but you got to think back, because you've seen the first episode. So have you seen the first one too? All right.
He falling. Don't worry about him. Don't worry.
So I'm not going to spoil too much.
He'll get sucked in.
So, I like how, because I'll stick to the first episode. But they haven't wasted a scene. So it starts off with John Goodman, his whole bit.
Yep.
By the way,
that monster battle, crazy.
Before we even get to monster battle, you know me, huge arachnophobe. If I was in a scenario, I'm not looking at the water. I'd rather drown.
Yep.
And I've drowned before. I'd rather drown than get through that.
Yeah, because I don't do spiders.
No.
Yeah.
That
John blew the fuck out of me.
Giant ass daddy long leg looking motherfucker. I kill myself. But he saw how he threw the thing in the water though, and then the Japanese fisherman picked it up. I think that was Homegirl's grandfather, because if you notice, everything from that scene set up her family.
Yeah,
so what happens at the end, up until the end of the first episode, and it kind of seems like, because you would, from what I've seen, I won't touch too much on the second one since you haven't seen it, but it's I think it's going to take place, the main characters of the story is really going to be her family and whatever Monarch and the monsters do, because like even with Kurt Russell's character and his son's character, they're
the same person, but
they play such an intricate role into her family still. So it's like, wow. And even though they alluded to like, you know, it was her grandmother and the other dude, I'm still looking at like the Russell's character. I'm like, you're a homewrecker, dog.
Yeah.
So,
crazy.
Mom tells me that you can't be trusted and never leave my bride around you.
and the CGI is top notch. Bro, I'm so glad. If it wasn't Apple, it had to be either HBO or Apple to do this show. Because
I wouldn't trust Amazon with this show.
And I wouldn't check Netflix. They're questionable sometimes. But that battle, when we saw Godzilla, that it looked like they should have. It looked like it would have been in theaters. Godzilla looked dope. The CG, all of that stuff was crazy. When he got hit by the missiles, bro, I was like, yo, when the old girl lost all the kids, that was crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We appreciate y'all. You know, chiming in and everything like that. You want to keep it going? We wrap it up and everything like that. So we love y'all. We hit our time frame. But yeah, definitely check out those shows. We're going to plan the time to do a question bag, and we'll talk about the other topics.
Question bag.
Yeah, we'll talk about the other topics that we post to from the gaming pod and everything like that. I'm Andre, Steven.
I'm Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken.
And we out. Check us out, Spectacular League Radio. Follow us. We got more game reviews coming too as well. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hold your cowbells.
Yeah.
You funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got a fever.
Can y'all go? Press we got because the video has to stop it.
Oh, so he's just watching us now?
Awesome.
I don't know. Somebody let him know we finished. You funny. Oh, there you go, right there.